if he keeps his stack, he might have a really good time with the blinds going up fairly quickly. If no one busts, it's just gonna be able to crush the table if the stack stays this way. But it's rarely the case. Someone always goes all in, and some guys double up. And it's all even again. And Zabaleta. Also the name is Hispanic. Not also, but although the name is Hispanic. He's from Czech Republic. And well, he found a very, very good hand to put it in pre-flop here, but he's gonna have to hear the bad news very soon. Oh, and Rask again with the big slick. This is insane. The guy folded ace king in an insane spot, 30 big blinds deep 2 hours ago. We're talking about the Danish Rask. He folded the ace king against the kings, and another hand that's irrelevant, but he folded against the kings, and now he's looking to either shy away from it again or go for like one of the biggest spot of the tournament so far. Pretty insane setup here. Tomovic with the premium again. It must be, guys, it's the 87th hand of the day. This guy has had, I mean, I think he had aces twice, kings twice, queens once, jacks twice, ace king. The ratio is insane, but still he finds hands in the hands of his opponents, and that's pretty crazy. And here Rask is not looking to fold, at least not that easily. He folded pretty quickly the last time. And of course, it would be a very good all-in situation for Rask here, completely dominating the ace-queen. He would have, of course, to hit an ace or a king, and he's missing one ace, but he's gonna go for it. He throw a chips in the middle, and he's gonna see the ace-king, the ace-queen, and the queens. And last time he would have hit an ace and won it all, scoop it all against the kings and the queen 10. Can he do it this time that he actually went in the pot? And that's a king. That's, well, pretty much the best card you can have here. And he's gonna look to hold this, but it does not. Tomovic is unstoppable and is gonna have everyone drawing dead by the turn. The queen, the sick queen on the turn. And Tomovic is gonna probably, well, knock at the door of the chip leader's house. The one of Daddy 11. Because Tomovic is just going to be gigantic after this one. And so, guys, now that we are 8 players left, I can tell you that the next payout is going to be 2,155 euros. For the 600 euros tournament buy-in. And it is going to be a race with the sixes, but the jacks are not folding. And it's, I believe, João Matos that is going to go right ahead all in with less than 20 bigs on the chip leaders race. I like it. Of course, he has the best hand here, so he's looking to get called. It's Bernardo Neves. Okay, Bernardo. Because his name keeps changing, so we don't know. And he is gonna get called João Matos. And he's gonna be in very good shape. Unless a 6 just rips his dreams apart. But it's gonna look good for now. And it's gonna be a 6 on the river. Wow! João Matos. The Portuguese fella, very cool looking, is gonna check his body here. Bernardo Neves, and is gonna exit the tournament on an 80-20. Pretty unfortunate for him. It seems like not very much can stop Mr. Daddy 11. 2,750 euros. There we go. Yes. And I'm not gonna say it anymore ever again. And now we have the chip leader, the man with a plan, with the big stack, with the pair of aces at this very moment. And it's gonna hope to get some action here. He doesn't find any. It's now up to the blinds. Oh, it's gonna be jacks. It's gonna be jacks from the small blind for Tomovic. It's a direct road to hell for him. He's getting hands after hands. But Daddy is just the better one of the two today. Daddy just always has it. Maybe that's why it's called Daddy. And we're actually just gonna see a call from Tomovic. He knows that his luck is running out. He knows he's in a bad spot. He's, you know, rough patch. He's just gonna go for the call. And that might save him some chips. Also, they're a little bit deep. Not that much, but a little bit. And that's one of the cards that he doesn't want to see, but there are a bunch of them, so. And we have to be careful because Mr. Cole just found an open-ender right then, right there. And it doesn't get very much better for the 6-4. Providing that you think Daddy could be light here. If, you know, you might find a spot. But the problem is Tomovic is gonna act now. But what if he calls, guys? If he calls, the pot is starting to get big. And don't you have like the nicest risk reward when you shove with the 6-4? Maybe that's something. But anyway, there's gonna be a call as expected from Tomovic from Serbia, the ex-chip leader, and it's just gonna be a heads-up pot. Still feeling like his jacks are pretty decent, and he will be right most of the time. But here again, Daddy with the unbelievable premium rate. I mean, not really, hits like the third one. But and the 5, no spade again for Tomovic. It's not gonna be a very good thing for him here. But the 5, you know, if jacks were okay, they might still be okay. And Daddy 11 very comfortable with the ace that would complete the flush if another spade came down. Very slowly checking back the turn and hoping to get either bet into or getting called more on the river when he bets. It's gonna be the check again, and I want to see a bet, and we see a snap check, which, I mean, alright, well, it's gonna be a showdown between the two players, and Daddy is gonna take the better end of that again, taking chips away from his ex. And he's gonna find an all-in from Mr. Cole with the 8s. And he's gonna be a call. I think we're gonna see a showdown here. Yes, we are. The classic race is finally on. And Mr. Cole, for once more in this tournament, is gonna look to double up or bust. He's been doubling up so far. Can he do it once more? He needs, well, an 8. Yes, now he needs an 8. Now he desperately needs one. An 8 or running spades for Mr. Cole from Spain. And it's a deuce. Pretty underwhelming now. Only an 8. 2 cards in the deck. Is he gonna find an 8? He will not. And we're gonna lose Mr. Cole. Very nice guy. And it's gonna be Tomovic again with the probable open here. Probable. There he goes. And it's 120, 150. 150 here. And Mr. Rask is gonna look at this big open and he's gonna be in a tough spot. But it looks like he wants to get it all in, and he will. The ace jack is just enough for him. And Daddy 11 is gonna quickly think about it, but I don't think that. Or will he want to strike everyone out with the pocket 3? And he's gonna call. Wow. Looking to close this one out. I like it. This is a bold call. And at least we know that now Tomovic is getting away. And we have another king queen folded. And it's gonna be a race, guys. Daddy Elf, the German player, against our Danish friend, the cold Martin Rask. Will Daddy 11 strike again? We need an ace or a jack for the Danish player, and he will hit it. Now looking good to win this one. Can a miracle happen again for Daddy here? Can he spike a 3 on the river? Not this time. Not this time, and it's gonna be another double up for Mr. Rask. I mean, just a double up, not another one. And it's still gonna be 15,000 for the winner tonight. And Longobardi, who might just play his second hand of the final table here, having the ace jack. Now will he look to get all in right away or just raise it up? Maybe even limp, who knows? And it looks like he's going for the raise. And Tomovic, I was thinking, well, Longobardi has been so tight that it's gonna be hard for him to find someone to play with him. But then Tomovic finds an ace and he won't let it go pre-flop. Let's hope they don't both catch an ace, because Tomovic is gonna be in big trouble if he does. If they do. But they don't. And instead it's gonna be backdoor draws for everyone. I mean gut shot, in fact. And there goes the ace. Now everyone must feel pretty confident. And will it be a bet from Tomovic, or will he wait for Longobardi? He will wait. He will wait. And here goes the bet. A small 180 from Longobardi here. He's gonna get called always here, no problem. At least calling one straight, and only the 3 outs to win the hand. The 6, as you can see on top of your screen. The 9 would mean trouble, and it is a king, which, you know, Tomovic snap checks, and he will look to check call here, maybe, depending on the size that Longobardi wants to make it. And the Italian here only beat by ace queen and some wacky 2 pairs, which doesn't happen very often. He's gonna have to value bet here. Pretty a lot of value. Although the king on the river is not getting called anymore by an 8, 9s, maybe less 10s that calls, but it is still a value bet. You also block the queen jack, which is the nuts. And I doubt any queen jack would have played the hand this way anyway, so. And here it goes, but not bud. This time there was a value bet, and it's a different player, Longobardi, and he seems fairly tight, even really tight, but he knows when to go for value, and here he will put our friend Tomovic from Serbia in a delicate spot. Can he find another great fold? Can he do it? You also block like some draws that are bluffing. It's not the best calling hand, and he's gonna call and instantly see the bad news. It's gonna show his ace, which is what it is. And Longobardi, good result for him, getting 2 streets of value here with the ace jack. And is it gonna be Tomovic with the hand again? Not really. Does he still want to open it from the button? He looks at his opponent from the corner of his eyes and is like, well, no. And pretty good laydown from the button, cause, well, Rask might just be in the spot of his life here on his race back to the 15,000 of the win. He's gonna find 2 beautiful queens just when the jacks are in the hand of the big blind, and we know that Daddy Elf is not one to just call and see flops. He's gonna go for the 3-bet, thinking, well, value. Not even, it's a limp. He limped with the queens, my bad guys, he limped. So the Danish player limped, and Daddy, pretty standard re-raise. He goes pretty big, but anyway, we already know what's gonna happen. Rask is gonna tank, and he's gonna put it all in. There we go. And he's gonna get snap called, and he's gonna be a 4-1, no, 5-1. I don't know the odds in that way. He's gonna be, you know, an 80-20 favorite. Just forget that. And 1 times out of 5, Daddy Elf should win this one with a jack or some kind of a straight. It doesn't happen right away, and no one has a spade, so it's okay. Oh, and there's the jack. Not like that. Oh my god, and no queen to save the Danish guy. Martin Rask is gonna leave us at the 6th place in this event. Again, another 2080 for the overwhelming chip leader. And the table is nothing but amused at this point. He already won 6s against, I don't know what hand that was beating him. This guy is on fire. Not only is he playing all the pots pre-flop, but he's also running like a god. Everyone will win 4,483 euro at this point. It's starting to get good, and still looking at a 15k payout right at the top. And Longobardi loosening up rather, is gonna open the ace deuce here from the button. And Neves is gonna have an interesting spot. And there is the chips on the cards. The chip. And Tomovic. Wow. Did he just... is that just 2 big aces? I mean, I looked away for just a second and it all went to hell. Oh my god. Neves went all in the first time he goes out of his way to win a hand. And he just needs the 3 now. Or the last Portuguese standing is gonna get down. A 3 is not gonna be it. And Tomovic with another premium here is gonna take down this spot. And does he cover Bernardo Neves here? He might just, guys. And he does go all in this time with the 9-8. And he's probably gonna get called here, right? 6 big blinds. The pocket 3s. It's gonna happen. And the Spanish pop cook, who's gonna be all in for his life. And we just saw 8-4 folded, so that's gonna be 1 less 8 in the deck for him. Tomovic looking to bust yet another player with his dynamic duo with the German Daddy Elf. And no help for the Spanish here. An ace, a 5 would also do it for him, counterfeiting the 3s. A 7 and a 6. Is it gonna do it? I guess it will. I guess it will. The 3s getting beat by the river here. Longobardi with a king and another king. Is it time for him to double up too? And he does find the ace-7 in the hands of Pop Cook. Pop Cook that has only 12 big blind, guys. We have 4-handed. This might just be it. And he goes all in. He's gonna get called by the kings, of course. And another exciting showdown right there. Oh, and an ace right there from the flop for Pop Cook, who's looking to double up again. The very next hand almost. And Longobardi will need a king, and a king only at this point. Oh, and that's a queen. That will not do it. And a beautiful remontada for Pop Cook. The last Spanish standing. He's gonna now go before, I believe, Longobardi in the standings. And it is Longobardi all in with the king 10 against the 6s you heard of Daddy Elf. And can Longobardi find a double up to make up for his kings lost just before? It seems like it's going well for him this time. Finding the trips king right away. But be careful, Daddy. Daddy knows, well, no, not this time. It's not gonna do it. Full house. And even quads. For what it's worth. And it seems like our Italian player Longobardi is just getting tired of it and is gonna go for it with the 6-3. But quite a poor timing from him. He's gonna run into ace king. He's been doing way tighter play, way tighter fold, and now, well, he just get tired of it. And goes with the 6-3, maybe a personal favorite, who knows. And can he get there? Not yet. He's gonna pick up the gut shot here. With the 5. But that's a flush draw for ace king. And we're gonna need help now for the German chip leader, because the 3 will be enough otherwise. And it is a flush. So that will mean only 3 players left at this point in this tournament. Alessandro Longobardi, last Italian standing, is gonna shake hands and go away in 4th position. And the big slick 3-handed. A miracle dealt right there into Tomovic's hands. It's gonna raise it up. If you're just joining, guys, bienvenidos. The blinds are 15,000, 100,000. I believe NT 10k, and I guess we're gonna have an all-in and call because Pop Cook can't take it anymore and goes all in from the big blind with the queen 9 and the 8 biggies. He gets called almost instantly by Tomovic, one of the, well, highlighted player of the day with Daddy Elf, and he might just get to the heads up here if he stays away from a 9. Or some kind of 6-8 run out. And he even hits a king that he doesn't need. Still no 9. And it's gonna be the elimination of the last Spanish man standing. Georg Victor Pop Cook is gonna leave us in third place. He's gonna take home the marvelous sum of 7,357 euros for his trouble trip and beautiful day. And it's now gonna go to the heads up. It's now top pair for Tomovic. And he might get looked up once. Daddy Elf with the gut shot. He might get looked. Oh, and that's a reverb. And yeah, it's what I thought. He just goes for the raise. Pretty ballsy. He wants to close this out and he's trying to force it. Although this time this is a top pair. And Tomovic realizing that in heads up play here. Well, this time the top pair is just gonna be enough. And he's gonna get called by the 9-6. Wow! Am I missing something? And he's calling with the gut shot here. And the 9 maybe, but the 9 doesn't play, we can see, against 9-7, unfortunately for Daddy Elf. And he's gonna need the gut shot to enter, and it's not gonna happen. The quick raise call here. And the 3s against the 6-3. Now Daddy Elf defending with the 6-3. He doesn't, you know... He doesn't mess around with that and just calls right away. And now Tomovic with the bottom set. He's going to check it on 10-3-4. And Daddy with who picked up also a pair with the 3. He's going to be happy about that. Checking again. Checking again. And Tomovic now looking to extract some value. Bunch of draws that appear on the turn too. Opponent could have made a pair with the jack. And now the question is, does Daddy fancy his hand for one street? He does, definitely, pretty quickly. Laying the chips down. Laying them out. Out and down. And let's hope he doesn't catch a 6 on the river. Which would be pretty bad for him. And it's another jack, which makes a full house. Confident check from the German player. And now Tomovic obviously looking to get some value. He might be against the 10 here sometimes. And I guess that's pretty much it, because most of the pairs would have 3-bet pre-flop maybe. Like 5s and 6s and up. So now it's either a missed draw or a 10, and very rarely a jack. And I was thinking like maybe third of the pot, but he goes all in instead. And I don't think, I mean, we've seen kind of a hero call just before by Daddy, but I don't think this time he's gonna fancy it. Oh, and he does call! Wow! Oh my god, I was not ready for that. And Daddy going for the huge call with 6-3, and I guess that's just gonna be it then. And nice handshake of the two players. And the other man of the hour, although Daddy Elf had a wonderful game today, he did lose a little bit of his mojo on the end, and it's gonna go to Tomovic. Alexander Tomovic from Serbia is our winner today of the Highroller of this Spanish poker festival. And even winning with a full house here.